the track. Yo, happy Memorial Day. What's going on, y'all? Y'all already know how we start off the day. I be talking to myself when I start off this thing, but I know some of y'all gonna rewatch the replay, so might as well start talking. And then whoever comes in, you know what I'm saying? What's good, Mr. Lewis Life? What's the deal? Happy Memorial Day. What is up, Brother Mark, Lala, and missed y'all. Hope everybody's doing well. I feel like I've been gone, but I've been gone, but not to y'all really, because it's only Mondays on live. I hope everybody had a great Memorial weekend. I literally, chilling, man. Everything cool. What's good, Mr. Lewis Life? I literally just walked off of the plane inside the flip. Is that AJ? One of my round table. What's good, Brother Mark? Yo, I'm here, man. I'm chilling. Y'all already know. I got to drop them Beez in the chat for me, man. That get me hype because I'm tired. Mr. Lewis Life, Black Wall Street. There we go. I'm going to talk a little bit about that today, too. I mentioned it to somebody and they were like, oh, that's kind of a sad thing to talk about, but I look at the positive of it, right? Not the negative. Most people focus on what came of it. And I actually created my second episode of my podcast with Van. That one, we actually talked about Black Wall Street and the concept of it. Umar, my brother Umar, man. How you doing today, fam? If you're free and want to come on live, definitely request and jump in. I'm gonna tell y'all, I literally just walked in and washed my hands and then turned on my lights and then turned on the music and came on live because I just came off the plane from Costa Rica. I don't got no topic to really talk about other than, since it is the 100-year anniversary of the tragedy in Tulsa, Oklahoma, right? So we will talk a little bit about that. Brother Umar said, put me on the podcast, man. I got to say, oh, for sure. That's a given, brother. What you talking about, man? You don't even need to mention it. We trying to make sure that we don't focus only on every episode is interviewing somebody because then you get dependent on that. But we're going to do once a month, and you're going to be the first one for sure. Wait, hold up, watching the baby up, bro. Oh, for sure. As soon as you're ready, man, come on live. London boy living, you already made it back? Bro, that was quick. I thought y'all was going to take longer. What's good, my guy Josh? So, what we talking about today, two things, is the tragedy. The 100-year, the centennial of the tragedy, right? And remembering the positivity that came before the tragedy, right? But on top of that, I'm going to let it flow into the power of masterminds, right? I had fun these last few days, but it wasn't only fun, right? The fun was the byproduct. What we was really focusing on was the mastermind, the information, the things that we needed to collaborate on, right? So I definitely, I got to talk about that. And I got my theme song playing because I love them Beez in the chat. So y'all drop them Beez in the chat as we get this rolling. All right. Yo, what? Yeah, man. Brother Mark put it up. BWS for sure. All right, so I'm not even sure who I'm going to have come on today. Other than Brother Umar is definitely going to come. And we'll see what else. See who else. Because like I said, I don't have any real topics other than the anniversary of Tulsa and masterminding, the power of masterminding, right? How many of y'all do that? How many of y'all actually go ahead and meet up with some people and have positive conversations, right? What are your conversations about? I want every single one of you, well, I don't think you could do it while you're on live with me, but afterwards, open up your phone. I want you to go two places on your phone, all right? The first place I want you to go on your phone, I forgot to type my little, drop Beez in the chat and tag people, pin message. Hold on. tag people and drop Beez. There we go. Oops. Alright, I'm just typing this up, then I'm gonna pin it in the chat when done. Beez in the chat. I love this song, man. It works perfect for me. Alright, there you go. Okay, so how many of y'all actually go ahead, love them cakes? Mr. Beez, we both back. Yeah, been underground working. You already know how that go. Dynasty, that's my guy, one of my brothers from forever. My guy Zach. Man, I'm looking all oily and everything. I literally just came off the plane. I'm sorry, guys, but it's all good. I got to do my normal brush though. So, how many of y'all actually bring the right people around you and have positive conversations? Now, I don't want nobody to think that when I'm saying stuff like this, like you can't also enjoy yourself, have some fun. For those who don't know, one of my little vices is anime, Japanese anime, right? And there ain't too many people that I can talk to about it, but when I get a chance to, I'm gonna talk about it. And believe it or not, as busy as I am, I take my little time to, it's usually like 20 minutes, I watch a little anime once a week or something like that. It's usually on a Saturday, One Piece. So yeah, I like to have fun too. It's not always just talking business and whatnot, because I can't live life like that either, right? You got to be able to enjoy life. But it's important that the conversations that you're having daily, that is uplifting you. It's adding something to your life, right? Now, Brother Umar said it's hard for me because I'm a caretaker. Wifey's been permanently disabled for 15 years. I still try to grind though. Oh, that's what's up, brother. I'm sorry to hear that. But salute to you. More power to you, man, for doing what you've been doing for 15 years, taking care and through sickness and health. Listen, that's round of applause to you for sure, man. And it is, we got to do what we got to do, right? Like some of us have special needs kids. Some of us have elderly that we take care of. But the fact is that you're still grinding no matter what. And much respect and much love for you for that, for real. I see Business Builder Brit just came in. There we go. What's up, y'all? So listen, today we're gonna do. Let me finish that challenge that I was gonna tell y'all. But I'm gonna answer some questions a lot today because since I just came off the plane, I'm discombobulated a bit. But the challenge I want to give y'all is to, when you're off this live later on, I want you to go and go to the, what is it called? The Explore page on IG. And just look at what pops up in there, right? That's going to show you who Instagram says you most likely want to see, or what Instagram says you most likely want to see, right? What shows up there? Are you showing, a bunch of Shade Room, World Star, or for my guys, are you seeing Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B, all the Instagram models? What are you seeing on your Discover page? Because that's going to tell you what you're doing on Instagram. It's a form of conversation again, right? We talk, I see WS Harkey 007 said, conversation saves your compensation. You already know. I preach that all the time. So are you having the right conversations, right? Even on Instagram, that's conversations. That's who you're listening to. And you know what I'm saying? You're not able to talk. You could comment, so that's talking back to them too. But if you see nothing but that type of stuff on your Explore page, you may want to consider doing something else. Consider unfollowing, what is playing? Ariana Grande, okay. My bad. I just went into this and I ain't even paying attention. Hold on. No offense, Ariana, but that's not what I want to hear right now. So I met somebody in the English is perfect, but they speak patois, they love reggae, all of that. I was like, yo, how you mean? I didn't even know that. So I was playing some reggae music, and they started singing to it too. So I was like, all right, that's a vibe. So now you know I gotta get my little hype going right there. All right, there we go. So let me see what we got. So let's look at this question really quick. Hey, Rhea, what's good, Rhea? Be careful, they cut your lives off because of copyright. Oh, really? Yeah, thank you for that, Nike J. But I play this every single time, and I never had that happen. But I'm gonna look out for that. That's very interesting. I didn't even know that. You playing the wrong music or something. All right, so first challenge, like I said, is go to the Explore page and see what it shows in your Explore page. That's gonna tell you what your conversation looks like on Instagram. Second challenge, I want you to go to your phone book, your phone list, your phone app on your phone, right? And look at who you've been calling. Who's been calling you for the last month? That's the conversations. That's the circles that you have around you. I know tons of people, and I talk to them sporadically here and there, but the people I talk to daily, that's my conversations. Actually, I see them popping up right now. Maybe I should turn it on to Do Not Disturb. I see my guys, they're all landing right now back in Atlanta. You know, thank the Lord that everybody got home safe. Much love and respect to everybody that we was masterminding and increasing our brotherly bond this weekend. It was an amazing time. Queen B, what's good, Queen B? I hope all is well. I hope you had a great time in Houston. All right, so y'all heard those two challenges, and then we're gonna keep it moving. Check your Instagram Explore page and see what your conversation looks like. See what it shows you. Check your phone book, the app, and then see what you see in there. Who is it that you're talking to on a regular basis, right? Now, let me bring on my guy. I'm going to answer this question here in a second too, but I'm going to bring on my brother. Let's see if he's around right now. I'll just send the request out. There we go. Bam. That works. Now, let's look at this question. Don Griffin Jr. said, how do you run meetings with VAs and still have a good culture? Oh, I mean, that's part of how I keep the good culture, by running meetings with them, right? With my entire staff, by putting, ensuring that we're constantly touching base. And if I can't, because I have multiple companies, so sometimes, you know, I'm getting stretched thin going across others if everybody needs me at the same time, which doesn't always happen. But then I have managers in place that are continuing that conversation. Too often, we get a remote worker, a VA, and then we just kind of be like, okay, do this, and then that's the end of it. You can't do that. You want to establish, you want to show that you're working with them, building with them. You want to show that you're there to make sure that things, you know, continue to progress, right? Excuse me. And you also want to make sure, and I mean, the method that I use of communication is either Zoom, of course, and Slack has become our new thing right now. Slack, we're all together in Slack, just, you know, different channels. There we go, some popcorn, all right. All right, so it's definitely something that you should consider when it comes to building. St. Forge Funeral Home, my guy, that's my neighbor right there, man. Hope all is well, bro. We got to talk about some certain chat that I was watching or reading, but we'll talk about that later. Are meetings every day for you? Yes, not for me. Not every single day for me. Now, I have open office hours once a week for all staff across all companies, right? However, each company has different standing meetings. At the beginning of the week, you got to get together and meet and talk about the successes of the previous week, and then talk about the strategies and the goals of the upcoming week, right? So that's very important to have those regular recurring meetings. Then I have the quarterly meetings with everybody along with, there's my guy.
Beez.
What's good, brother?
Beez. What up, bro?
How you doing, man?
You still in Costa Rica, bro?
I literally just got off the plane and ran home so I could come on live. I'm tired, bro.
How'd you like it, bro?
It was an amazing experience, man. The people I was there with were, you know, all heavy hitters. Everybody had great information for us to share with each other. We had some fun too. We went ATV riding to like waterfalls and to the beach and, you know, up mountains and stuff. We went zip lining in the middle of the rainforest, like all type of crazy stuff. But it was mainly about that mastermind, though. You know what I mean?
Well, I was in Houston, Beez. I caught some of your segment.
Ah, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. I knew you was there too.
I loved it, bro.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. I was glad that the internet stuck and, you know, held up while I was there, though.
Or when people heard you were coming on, everybody started rushing in there. I met one of your people, Autonomous, I think her name is.
Tawny, yeah.
Cool as hell, man.
Real cool peoples. And I saw your live with Queen Bee.
Oh yeah, I love that one, man.
Awesome.
Mama B went out of her way to do that for me too. So I really appreciate
man. Listen, Queen Bee, Mama B, she is no joke. She on my round table teaching me.
Wow.
She teaching me about Forex, about, you know, just trading in general. That's why I love when we get together and we can, you know, everybody's trying to pour into each other.
Word.
Right?
Word.
And that brings me to part one topic that, you know, I got two topics I want to talk about today.
Get them, Beez.
I got to talk about masterminding in general and the importance of it. But before that, I do have to pay homage. I do have to pay respect. I do have to bring up the anniversary, the 100-year anniversary of Tulsa, of Black Wall Street. Now, mind you, this wasn't the only thriving black community at the time. It's the most widely known now, which is funny because it was not even known past the 90s.
No, it was not.
In the 90s, that's when I first learned about it, like in maybe around 2000, 2001.
Wow.
And I was like, what? Nobody never told me this in school or nothing like that. You know what I mean? So it's kind of crazy to believe that it was washed out of history. And you know, I'm thankful that it's coming back now because we do need to learn from the past, although we also want to make sure that we're taking steps to move forward. You know what I mean? And things like what you're doing, brother, helping us to understand that the law is there for us to use, not to just be afraid of. I think that contributes to the environment that we need to recreate of Black Wall Street, right? In terms of, I'm not focused on the negative of what happened at the end of it, but how it was thriving, the positive. That's important, bro. And I would love your take on what do you think, is it possible for us to recreate that type of environment? You know, what do you think overall about it?
For sure. I got to say, first and foremost, Beez, like, dealing with our people, as you know, is tough. You know what I mean? Like, just being real. And, you know, you've been around in these positions longer than I have, so I'm sure you know better than I do. It seems like when you're trying to help people, you have, like, for instance, have you ever heard anybody call a drug dealer a scammer?
You're right. No.
Never. El Chapo never got called a scammer. Frank Lucas never got called a scammer, but me and you can get up here and teach it. And people will call us a scammer because they don't understand it. So a person who, I don't know the circumstances of a Frank Lucas, of a El Chapo. People do things based on circumstance. But I've never heard them get called a scammer. But they sold dope and destroyed families.
Yeah.
Now, by the will and grace of God, I never had to sell drugs. But I think when I got around like Nick and them, and we were speaking, and they were like, it's crazy. Whenever people don't understand something, they say it's a scam.
Yep.
I don't know how to cook crack cocaine, but I never called it a scam when it is a scam.
When it is a scam.
We know the CIA profits from it more than any of us do. Right? So, like, now that's one part of it. But then, like, something I've learned from you and Van and Nick is, like, you know, because of things like that, it was always hard for me to collab with people. Number one, when people would find out my age, they didn't want to collab with me. Right? And then number two, for me, because I was so used to being denied collaboration, I was just, all right, well, I just want to collab. I'll do what I got to do. But well, after we collab, y'all taught me so many valuable lessons. Number one, Beez, I watch everything you do. You know, from a business standpoint, I don't know anybody. And I'm talking about all the people I've met, Beez, and people who know me can tell you I've been in my father's had me in the room with Saudi princes. I've been at meetings with my father with the mayor, back when Qasim Reed was the mayor. And for people who know him, you know, I'm not making it up because I know Noah. And none of them, I'm talking to you, the way, number one, when you speak to people, you make everybody feel important. And Mama Beez reassured that to me when I was speaking to her in Houston. Everybody in the room, you were on a Zoom, everybody in the room felt like they were with you. This is what your
man.
people say to me. Autonomous is saying this stuff to me. I'm not just talking about me. I'm talking about this in general, B. So, like, number one, you have a gift for bringing people together. Number two, you have a gift for making everybody feel important. So if we get around more people like you and we collaborate more, and we put the idea of just one person, like, everybody has to understand that if one of us wins, we all win. It's not like we never win if one person thinks, and recession proof is the proof of that. One person wins, everybody wins. So group economics is going on. It's happening at a rapid pace when we do things like when the wealth builders and the bureau bullies come together, when you see recession-proof conferences, when you see the Beez round table. It's possible. We're looking at it. We're looking right at it. Like, there's only two things I've seen that can make a black millionaire overnight. Well, three things. One was crack, two was credit, and three is information. Right?
Information.
So we got to leave the crack alone, but the credit and information, we got to utilize it. And so if you when I look at what you do, like, it's insane. Like, so there's a girl that's in your, that I met through you from Hawaii, and she's become one of my closest friends. Geraldine, because of you, right? Yeah. But when I look at the impact and the effect that you have on people, to ask if Black Wall Street is possible, Beez, when I'm looking at what you did, I'm 1,000% sure it's possible. We just got to continue. What you're doing is continue to lead with love, accept each other as we are, and understand none of us are perfect. We all trying to, like, the thing about life is nobody's been here before. So we're all figuring out as we go along. Whether somebody's figured one part of it out, nobody's figured the whole thing out. So we're all trying to figure it out. So we just the main thing is we got to stick together, collaborate, and continue to get more information.
Yes, bro. I tell you, I don't know what's going on, man. I've been so, like, happy and so motivated recently that I be tearing up nowadays, man. And you almost have me over here tearing up because of what you're saying, bro. And I really appreciate that, man. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Princess, I see you. What's good,
Princess? The glasses are coming back.
The glasses are on.
Look, I gotta tell people. Let me tell people why I wear those glasses. So my team will tell you, when I say I don't sleep, I mean it. I'm up at 3 a.m. every morning. And at first they thought I was crazy, but then when they see things get done when you do them, like, it's literally just that simple, right? So I had to start wearing glasses because my mother would see my eyes and she'd get emotional. So I didn't like that. So I wear glasses because I'd be up and she'd be like, yeah, and she'd get all emotional. People on my team, I work with a bunch of females. They get emotional. So I just wore glasses. And now everybody starts to understand, like, if we want to continue to win and be on top, we got to make certain sacrifices. And I read in Kobe Bryant's book, he said, I was willing to sacrifice sleep. And I'm one of those people, I'm willing to sacrifice sleep to get where we need to go. If we want Black Wall Street to have anything to happen, there's some kind of sacrifice you have to make. So I started to wear those really dark shades to cover my eyes. Man, Princess got some dark shades too, so we're going to make her start wearing hers. And she didn't release that picture either, Beez.
True.
And Beez, Princess didn't let me on her mastermind either. I feel some type of way about that.
Oh, really?
I thought it was a race thing. I shouldn't have said that publicly, but that's what I think it is.
Listen, I had to put on my glasses for 1 second, man, because you literally had me tearing up a second ago, bro. And nah, for real, let me tell you, everybody listening right now, this is what I'm explaining about, first of all, the power of masterminding, and of course that concept and that energy of Black Wall Street, the positive of it, not the tragedy that happened at the end, right? I promise you, Umar, do you know Derek Harper?
Yep.
Derek was on the trip with me, right? And we, last week, 7 days, actually today's Monday, so 9 days ago, we were all here in Miami. Everybody came down because it was Derek Harper's birthday, right? We drove a bunch, they all shipped their exotic cars down with them. And then, I got all the cars in the warehouse in Miami. We all got together and we rode out in these exotic cars. Wow. And then we shut down a street in Wynwood and we filmed it because we were just filming content, really. But then people were walking by and they were like, oh, are y'all filming a music video? And we were like, nah, we're just, we're businessmen, right? Wow. And we're just enjoying our friends, celebrating our friend's birthday, and we're having a good time. So Derek posted that video on Facebook, which I'm not even on Facebook that much. In 7 days, it hit almost 1 million views. It went viral.
Wow.
And I'm saying this because of how you said that people people always want to say that, oh, it's a scam.
Word.
The first, there was a lot of positivity in the chat, but there was a whole lot of people was like, that ain't even y'all cars. Y'all just renting cars, blah, blah. Like, yo, just chill out. I was like,
Wow.
The guy, why do you think that anybody's here faking it? No, we wasn't selling nothing. We wasn't doing nothing. All we was showing is positivity.
Wow.
And I'm not gonna lie, bro. It kind of hit hard to me because like,
Beez,
people
it's hurtful,
still act
bro.
like that.
That shit is hurtful, man. People don't
It
understand.
is.
When you put your life into something and somebody who didn't put any work in, and you're doing it for you're doing it for everybody. You're not just doing it for yourself. Right? Because with the success you've had, Beez, like when people tell you about your warehouse and everything, you don't need Instagram to do what you do. So clearly you're on social media for somebody else because you don't need it.
Bro, if you look at my Instagram, and I post every day, multiple times a day. But if you go back to August of last year, you're gonna see like a 2-year gap because I was in my businesses doing things and I was making money, I was doing good, and I didn't like social media. But it was actually Grant Cardone, because I was in one of his mentorships in 2019 and then in 2020. And he was like, yeah, you're doing great, but you could 10x it if more people knew you. I was like, I don't want nobody to know me. I'm cool, I'm chilling. He's like, I promise you, if you get out there more, you could reach more people, you could help more people, and you could make more money.
Wow.
So I was like, I took one aspect of it and said, I want to help more people, I want to reach more people. And it has happened from me doing that. But to wrap up what I was saying though, bro, even though I was a little discouraged hearing, seeing that stuff, the comments and people was just hating and whatnot, what you just said when you came on here, man, it's like it uplifted me again. You know what I'm saying? And you may not even realize that impact that you just had on me by the words that you just said to me, bro. And that made me feel like, yo, I'm making a difference. I got to keep trucking along. Don't let the haters get to me.
People got to see, like these, like people like you. I was telling Van this. People like y'all can be so great, but you're so close to yourself. Like if you get too close to the mirror, you can't see yourself. So you could be doing all these great things and you don't ever see it. But I see it. And that's the importance of having good friends around you. Because, my biggest issue with people is like when you get any amount of success, Beez, I'm sure you can attest to this, everybody around you starts having these master ideas. So for me, I'm like, when we were poor, where were our ideas at? We could have got rich off of that. But then when we get some sex, everybody has the ideas, right? So it's like you'll be surrounded by people who are taking you down because they see you came up. So they never actually tell you how great you are. So when I look at successful people, I always say, like, they don't owe anybody anything, because if they were as great as I see they are the whole time, somebody should have told them that. So every chance I get, I try to, if I see somebody doing something great, even if I don't know you. So I'll give you an example. We were doing a power panel, and I wanted to show Van something. I didn't even tell him I wanted to do it. So we got on the power panel. I said, how many people know who Joe Biden is? Everybody raised their hand. I said, y'all know it's on camera. Y'all know he has nuclear codes? They said yes. I said, would you go to a Joe Biden mastermind? Everybody said no. The man has a nuclear codes, nobody would go to his mastermind. I said, how many people know who Van Taylor is? Everybody said me. I said, would you go to his mastermind? Everybody said yes. So if more people will go to see Van than they would the president, what does that say about the power that y'all have over people? I don't know if you have the nuclear codes or not, Beez, but you know what I mean? People look up to y'all. So it's like, we got to speak power into each other. And it's not like I'm getting on here to hype people up. I just see great. And when I see it, I feel like we have a duty when somebody's great at something, because normally they don't know, we got to tell each other, yo, you're amazing to me. Like the stuff you do, these, not even just the financial stuff. When I look at you, the financial stuff is small to me. I look at the impact. It's like every time I speak to somebody who comes out of your thing, it's all the same. I did not know I found this one of your people. We just happened to be talking. She said, yo, I know you. And I was kind of worried. I'm like, if I don't know you, I'm kind of weird with people. So I'm like, I don't really know you, but I didn't say that. We were at an event. She said, no, I'm one of these people. Okay, so that light me up. Then she started talking about you. I said, okay, she really knows Beez. But the stuff she was saying, Beez, you can ask her. She'll tell you everything she said. I said, Mama B, everybody from your camp was saying the same exact thing. When they said, it was like a stampede. When they said Beez is speaking, I thought you were physically there. So I was in the middle of a conversation. I ran in, I saw a screen. I said, I'm going to watch this support, but I got to get back to this conversation. Everybody was stampeding into the room. So you don't know, you're not always going to do everything like that. Like, it's the duty of the people like us. You know what I mean? People like us who see you, we got to tell you that kind of stuff. Because we need you at the end of the day. If you stop, a lot of people get hurt. A lot of people get
That
hurt.
shit means a lot to me to hear,
And
bro.
I hate to feel like I'm putting a weight on
And,
your
you
shoulder,
know,
Beez, but you know, it just is what it is. It
it's
is what
okay
it is,
because that's
bro.
been my mission, bro. That's been my
Word.
mission, man. It's like, and you know what? Honestly, I tell people, I know that it's primarily our community, our minorities and such that flock to me and to you and to Van and to everybody. But my goal is humanity overall.
Word.
It's like
Word.
anybody that needs help coming up, I feel like everybody should have an opportunity at least.
Word.
You know what I
That's
mean?
heavy, Beez. That's heavy. That's heavy.
So,
You said opportunity.
I don't mind anyone rocking with me. I am gonna talk mainly to my community because that's what I know, right? You know, I got my Caribbean community, I got my Black American community, I got my Hispanic community, I got everybody who I was raised in that. So I'm gonna speak to that, but I'm not turning down anybody who wants to. If I can have some information to give them some value, I'm not turning down anybody.
You telling
man.
the truth,
So,
Beez. You telling the truth. Because if we only waited on our own, we'd be in a tough place, man. We'd be in a tough place. Like if we only, we just in an interesting time, and we got to be honest about it. Like I went with my sister earlier. She wanted me to accompany her to a meeting, and the meeting happened to be with 2 Asian Americans, and they were a couple. And so I sat in the back, and she spoke. And when it ended, I said, "What did you notice?" She noticed a few things, but my sister's fairly new to business. I said, a few things you should have noticed. Number one, if they had disagreements, they didn't disagree in front of us, right? That's ultra important. And on top of that, look at how at peace they were.
Yeah. One
of my favorite couples, so I just learned about, and you gotta forgive me. One of the brother's name is Brad Panther. I cannot remember his wife's name.
Tronda.
They did a show for us.
Brad was on the show.
But yo, Beez, when I look at people get mad at me when I say this. A man gets as far as his woman sees him going, whether we want to admit it or not, because the woman has the power, right? Yes. So when I was looking at Brad, I told Renee, I said, "There's no way this man can lose. Look at how she looks at this man."
Yes.
Yo, Beez, if they give us permission to release these pictures, I said, look at how she looks at this man. He can't lose. It's not possible because she sees him as the king of the world. The only reason Barack Obama was president was Michelle Obama. He would have never been president if it wasn't for her. A man gets as far as the woman sees him. So if I meet a man with a lot of potential and he's not getting very far, normally I start looking at his woman. Right? So like, we live in an interesting time. It's a strange time because it's like, we want to just get information to our people, but when we go to them, like I've never been to another community and seen a person with information and anybody ever say it was a scam. I've never seen that before.
Agreed.
So we complain, like in 2008, that was the hardest year of my life because of the recession. And I was a baby pretty much then. But I can remember at the time telling myself if I had the information, we wouldn't go through this again. Everybody's complaint at the time was lack of resources and lack of information. Now people have access to the resources and the information, but all the information is a scam. You just want the resources, but you don't want to get any information to get there. So the new recession is the mindset.
Yes.
Everybody has access to the money. Everybody has access to the information, but nobody wants to utilize it because if somebody looks like you and they know something you don't, it's too good to be true. Unless I'm teaching you how to cook crack in the kitchen.
I mean, you're echoing pretty much a third, if not more, of the conversation that we had all weekend.
It's painful.
That's the same thing that we were talking about.
You know how painful this stuff is, man. These people, our people, man, when you love them so much, you want to help them so much, they'll have you so hurt you want to stop. It'd be like, yo, like I'm trying to help. It's like seeing somebody in a fire and you come there with a hose and everybody attacks you. What are we supposed to do then? Watch it burn?
Exactly.
I'm trying to help. Beez is trying to help. Nobody sees it. But then I had to reflect because I'm a person, Beez. If I don't reflect, I overreact. So I started to reflect. I said, if a person's abused for long enough, they don't know what help is.
Ooh.
Help looks like abuse to an abused person.
Yes.
So now that's when I started to flip it. I started to say, now we got to start saying, I love myself.
I love myself.
And I don't know how much success we've had with it thus far, but I'm not going to let it go. I'll stop teaching credit before I stop teaching I love myself. Because to try to teach a bunch of mentally ill people anything to advance them is working backwards.
Yes, sir.
And when I say mentally ill, I'm talking about myself first. I got a lot of things I got to heal through. And one of the ways we did that was we actually, there's a sister named Gwen Beez. I want to get her information out here. She's not a therapist. She's a spiritual life coach. And Beez, and I'll tell you, there's some heavy things that she teaches I really want to get her information out there. She's been helping big time. I just had to
What's
plug
her
her real
name?
quick. Her name is Gwen. What I'll do is send you her information once we get off the call. She's been a huge
Listen,
help with healing, Beez. Seriously.
one thing that I'm gonna start doing now is, because I'm blessed and I'm grateful to have a platform that I can talk to people, and I hope people are listening. So I want to give other people that opportunity to at least use my platform, right?
Word.
So I want to highlight a new entrepreneur every week, someone that's whatever. They just got to tell me their information. I just want to get their information out to others so that people could see that we are bigger than we think.
Word.
There's so much of us that are trying to do things, but a lot of the times we were doing it in isolation. I was doing it in isolation.
Word.
And I've never been apart from my kids, I've never been as fulfilled as I am right now because of the brothers and sisters that I have around me, like you guys, like you,
Vice
like
versa.
Ben, like
Vice
Brad
versa, Beez.
Pempton, like Derek Harper, like everybody, so positive, and the energy that we're giving into each other. Listen, it's powerful.
Word.
And I keep preaching it. I don't know if people think I'm just saying it as fluff where I say collaboration over competition.
Word.
I'm not just talking about it from a business perspective. I'm talking about it as being there for each other, because we need each other. I'm telling you, bro, I was about to fully tear up when you started saying what you said when you first came on, because it really impacted my soul. It made me think like, damn, I am making some impact, and I love that someone that I respect like you is saying that to me.
Beez, I don't think there's any way you can. My dad told me something so deep one time, Beez, and it stuck with me. And this was at his mother's gravesite. He said, some people don't find out who they are until the next life because they just were too big here, and maybe the world didn't see it. I'm certain that you're one of those people. There's no way, like, if you listen to Betty Shabazz speak about Malcolm had no idea he was Malcolm. He had no idea. He was just working. True. Right? So, like, when I look at you, there's no way. The way you're affecting some of these people, and it's so much bigger than, because most people, when they talk about you, they're not even talking about finances. They're talking about life. And so when I'm looking at that, there's no way, Beez, you'll be able to see that without us telling you. Even if we do tell you, I still don't think you see it all. But every chance I get, I'm going to remind you of it. Because I know what it's like, when you're an entrepreneur, I know what it's like to wake up in the dark and you just doubt. No matter how much success you have, nobody knows. Every day, you're waking up doubting yourself. It's like, man, the thing I miss about a job was I never had to doubt myself. And I got to sleep. Right? Yeah. That's the only thing I miss. Everything else, I'm grateful for everything God gave me. But when you work for yourself, all it takes is one bad review, one angry customer, right? Yeah. One person who was unhappy with their own life, and now they want to destroy yours. That's all it takes for us. And then we got to rebuild the whole thing again. Yeah. Unless you Jeff Bezos, we're not able to dodge that. So people, it's the parts that people don't see that it's just ultra important for them to see. But the things that you've done, Beez, I wish I could say you got to document, but it's not possible to document. Like the times that we didn't see that got you here, we can't document that. But we need to see it. People need to see this stuff, man, because you're affecting a lot of people in a positive way. And I gotta publicly say, you taught me the importance of collaboration. I'm publicly saying, so people know I didn't. You notice I just started attending events. If you look early, I didn't attend any events. I didn't do it because I didn't think I was light. Right? So when you did that, and I started to see them, I said, okay, Beez taught me a heavy lesson. Collaboration is important. Yes, I was telling my brothers earlier, he was having a business dispute with somebody. They work together, but they don't like each other. I said, I used to think Michael Jordan was best friends with Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman, but none of them like each other.
Nope.
They like the common goal, which is winning.
Yeah.
So if we got a common goal of Black Wall Street, what you like and don't like isn't important right now. What needs to be done is important. The common goal. I just happen to respond.
Oh, I think you're frozen, bro. As soon as you moved your head. Uh-oh. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear Umar? Drop Beez in the chat if you can hear me. Drop diamonds in the chat if you can hear Umar. Is it me? Uh-oh. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Uh-oh. Can y'all hear me? Umar got cut off. Can y'all still hear me? I think Fiji's World said yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Now I'm seeing the messages coming in saying that y'all can't hear and he frozen. We're gonna bring Umar back on in a second, but man, I'm telling you, that right there, that conversation. Let me tell y'all something. Hold on. Let me send a request for Umar to come back in. Let me explain to y'all that I just got off of the plane. I just landed coming from Costa Rica and then ran here and reached here with 3 minutes. And I was like, damn, I don't even feel like going live. And I was like, nah, I got to go live. I got to stay consistent. Consistency is important, right? In everything you do. I've been out there eating well with my friends and my family, and I realized that my belly was getting a little bit too big. I was like, oh, I got to work out. I missed that consistency of working out. I should have worked out while I was there. I could have did some push-ups and pull-ups, hang off the side of the roof or something, right? But I didn't. And because I came on live, my whole life is renewed right now. Y'all may not realize how powerful what Umar was saying is to me. What he said to me just rejuvenated me so quickly. It made me feel like, yo, I got to keep going. I got to keep going hard and doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? By the way, somebody asked me, I'm sorry, while Umar was talking, I didn't want to interrupt, and I was trying to read some of the comments, and somebody said if I'm in Miami, and yes, I am in Miami. I'm in South Florida, Fort Lauderdale. But listen, what we do, Miss Keita said, please save this live. I will save it. Don't worry. I got you. What we do together is more power. I have it written right here. I can't see my my whiteboard right here. But it says, the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. I have that written there all the time. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Why is that? Because I want to remind myself that how much more powerful we are right now, that we've been working together, that we've been coming together, that we've been uplifting each other. That's been more important than anything, because you just saw it happen just there, right? I was feeling a little bit of self-doubt, not even doubt. It was more just like, I was just tired, because it was like, man, we trying to do positive things, and then we got so much people that was just talking about, oh, well, is that really your car, and blah, blah. And it ain't about the car. You know what I'm saying? We sitting there trying to show. We had kids walking up to us. Yes, baby. Okay. I'll help you in a second. All right, sweetie pie?
Okay.
Love you. Let me finish right here for a second, okay?
Hey, too busy.
I'm not too busy for you, baby, okay? I promise I'm gonna come. I'll be off soon. We're not gonna keep it a long live tonight, because I literally just came off the plane, and my daughter just came and said that I'm too busy right now, and that's not good, right? She comes first. She comes first, and I love all of y'all out there, but she comes first. So we ain't gonna keep this too long. If we could get Umar back in, we'll touch in a little bit. But let me send a quick invite to a few other people. Let's see if my brother is gonna be available, and then let me add in one other person. Nick. Bam. There we go. All right, we'll see who could come on in a little bit. But yeah, thank you. I really, I'm telling you, I feel like I've been more emotional than ever. I don't know what's going on, but the fact that, what Umar said, it really got to me, and it made me realize, like, I got to keep going hard, and every one of you need to. We all have to. And the fact is that we want to work together for business, but not if it's like, too often it's not, people don't like to see someone else rising faster than them, right? And then I think that causes the breakdown in collaboration. But we got to look at the bigger picture. We got to look at what we're trying to, you said, wait a little minute, come on. Oh, come on, Queen Bee. Let's bring in Queen Bee. Let's see if how do I do this? There we go. We bring in Queen Bee. We got to look at the bigger picture in all of this, right? I'm creating something right now called Hive Community. right? So there's two levels of hive. There's the, you know, let's call it the power players. These are the people who are trying to lead the way. But I don't want to exclude anyone, right? In my fraternity, we talk about inclusion rather than exclusion. And I believe that. So that's why we created Hive Community. Unfortunately, it has to be Queen Bee. What's good, Queen Bee?
Hey.
How
I
you
was
feeling?
literally just joking. I'm tired. I don't have no voice. I've been talking and teaching all weekend.
I can imagine. I know how that goes. I know how that goes for sure. And I'm sure everybody was, you know, on the edge of their seats listening to you, because you are a wealth of information and such a beautiful soul. And
Thank
you know, I
you.
wish I could have been there to hear it as well. But you know, we're gonna
You know,
continue
my feelings was
collaborating.
hurt that you wasn't there, right? No. I'm
Say that
just
again.
kidding. I say, you know, my feelings was hurt that you wasn't there, right?
Oh no, never that, never that. You already know. If it
I
wasn't,
know. I'm
if
just
it
kidding.
wasn't that, you know, it was something that powerful that I can help even more people with, then it wouldn't have happened. But
I know. I just got in myself, but I what Umar said was 110% true. We were sitting in the lobby and Nick texted me and said, Beez is going live. And I made an announcement in the lobby and everybody stopped everything they was doing and bombarded the conference.
oh man, y'all
It
trying to
was
make me cry out here. Thank you so much.
amazing. You did. Well, you know, you always drop just jewels all the time. But I
You
think
know,
this conference was like the best because y'all gave out so much information and everybody felt like they could. You know what I mean? They actually could because, well, that's one thing I always say when I speak to people. You're no different. When you see examples of people winning, it gives others permission. And y'all do that and you do it selflessly. And I know I'm the first one to say it. Our community is the hardest people in the world to work with, and we love them unconditionally, but they make it very challenging. So when I say things like, I'm proud of y'all, I'm proud to know you, to be in the space with you, to learn from you, and to teach you things. Because I know they give you a hard time. I know they think it's something to it, or it's the money, or but it's not. You, Nick, Van, Umar, y'all are the epitome of what Black men are supposed to be. And if we as a community stop focusing on what the world tells us Black men are not, and focusing on what we actually can touch and have access to, which is you guys, the shift will definitely come. So I'm very, very proud of you. I'm very, very proud to be at your round table. I'm very, very proud to know you. And I brag and talk about you way too damn much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know, I still need to reach out to Cindy because I want her to, you know, tap in more and stuff. I'll tell you a secret. She probably don't even know that, but I used to have a crush on Cindy when we were in like third grade like in Jamaica. All the way back there. That's how I always remember, because we haven't seen each other growing up after, you know, we left like elementary school. But yeah, she was just always awesome back then and stuff. I haven't seen her in forever. But,
you're gonna get to see her a little more because I just hired her to be the admin of the home healthcare business.
Oh, awesome. We got to talk about that too, because there's some new things that we uncovered while we were going through the requirements for it. So I'll talk about it during I think I told y'all a little bit about it during the last roundtable, but I'm gonna give you more info. You left by that time. That's why, because you had another call at the end of the roundtable. You know, we go long. So.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for that. And yeah, I look forward to continue building with you and the entire family, everybody. You know, we're gonna make things happen. And I'm more motivated than ever. And some of the things that I'm gonna bring to the table, the round table, and to everybody in general, everyone that's rocking with all of us over the next 6 months. Like, we just halfway through the year right now. That second half is gonna be powerful. It's gonna be powerful. I feel like all of this first half has just been prep. We just getting things ready but we about to take it to a whole nother level altogether, because I want to make sure that everybody has the opportunity to achieve whatever goals that they have. Everybody has the opportunity to be around positive people and experience the things that I'm experiencing over the last like year or so. Like I always tell people how my doctor said that my blood pressure was rising a little bit, and they were worried at first, but he was like, "Are you stressed?" And I was like, "Nah, I'm excited." And I think I was just, sometimes I'd be like so happy, I'm just so like shaking a little bit because I found out something new and I want to tell everybody.
And you want to tell everybody.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo.
You know, one of the things that I said at the conference today, hey, babies, I see all of y'all. Hey, love y'all. One of the things that I stressed, my topic was choice. We have to allow our people to understand that it's a choice. You have to make that choice. The choice is how you see the world. You can always find something negative, but if you choose to see the greatness in the person, the conflict, the challenge, the struggle, you learn and you grow. We don't operate our choice. We let life live us instead of us living life. And you guys give people choices that they can take up. And that's like one of the best part of you guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh man, today's a great day. And see, going back to choice. Listen, everybody who, just think about the choices that you make. So it's one thing about the way you react to stuff, because that shapes your life, right? If you choose to react to everything negatively, then your life going to be very stressful and very negative and such. But if you choose to see the positive and choose to focus on, how to make things even better, that's a whole different discussion. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Umar said phone died, charging it now. Yeah, they don't want us to be great, Umar, for sure. It's always something. It's always something. But I'm going to bring Umar back on for a little bit, and then I got to wrap it up before my daughter starts, feeling.
You got to go see the baby.
Of course. But not just choosing how we react to things, but choosing to do certain things. Meaning, like, for example, I could have just been like, yo, I'm too tired. I literally came off of the plane, ran home, and was like, okay, 3 minutes left before I'm supposed to go live. I contemplated not doing it. My team posted today and said, Beez is going live at 7, be there, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, yeah, let me just go live, and I'll just talk for a little bit. And it turned into such a positive conversation, right? So that's a choice that I made. And too often people, all of us, we make these choices to I'm just going to take the easy way out. Nah, I'm not going to do that right now. I don't feel like it. And you don't know what you're missing out on by making that choice. So I encourage everybody, please make the choices that can help you progress and help others to progress, right? And sometimes it's the harder route, but sometimes it's the right one. So
the necessary journey to travel to get where you want to go.
Yep, 100%, 100%, for real.
Love you. I'm gonna go because I was in bed.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And we'll talk some more soon.
Yes.
All right. Take care. All right. We're gonna see if we can bring my guy Umar back in. I know he's charging, but I'll just send him the request in case. And then we go. Oh, wait a minute. What did I do? We go right here. Bam. Now, so masterminding. First of all, when it comes to the whole Wall Street, Black Wall Street, Tulsa, the 100-year centennial of it, as we were describing at the beginning of this call, and how can we recreate the concept? Oh, there we go, Umar.
Beez.
What's good, bro? Glad you got back.
I'm listening, Beez. I don't want to hold you up too much, Beez.
Yeah, 10 more minutes and then I'm gonna wrap it because I gotta go spend time with my kids, man. You know what? That's another topic that came up this weekend. You know that there's this stereotype that's on TV that the black male abandons their kids. But I don't know nobody in my circle that's like that.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No, sir.
So I feel like it's a falsely created stereotype that's being perpetuated on TV so much that we just start believing it. For
Wow.
a moment, I kind of believed it. I was like,
Wow.
yeah, damn, that's crazy,
Wow.
But I don't know anybody in my circle that's like that.
If they
And
would,
not
they
just my
wouldn't be in the circle,
extended
B.
one.
Word, that's if they would, they wouldn't be in the circle. That's a prerequisite for me.
Agreed.
That's a
Agreed,
prerequisite.
man.
Because if you wouldn't take care of your kids, then I know you ain't taking care of business. It's, I think that if you talk to every person, like when I speak to you, Van, there's like everybody has their different driving factors, but I think one of the central things is legacy.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't go on without children. It's not possible.
Agreed.
So
I'm gonna tell you.
Myself, oh no, I'm listening, Beez.
No. I was gonna say that years ago, somebody asked me this. I was probably like early 30s at the time, and they asked me like, "What do I?" We were, there's that old discussion about what's the meaning of life, right?
Word.
And I said that the meaning of life is to procreate. Like I honestly feel, because I think I had 2 kids at the time, my first 2, and I felt that nothing brought me greater joy than them, being there for them, seeing them smile, seeing them succeed. But then listen to what happened in the last few years. Now my answer to that question has changed a little bit. It's not just to procreate and to help my kids to succeed, is that I am helping other kids, all kids, the next generation.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
Like, that's the meaning of life for me now, is to be able to impact as many lives as possible, in particular kids, because I want them to have that head start that I wish I had. You know what I'm saying? So, and that fulfills me now, bro.
Wow. That's heavy, Beez. That's heavy.
Bro.
It's different and it's heavy.
I can't see any other reason that we here. You know what I'm saying?
I can't neither.
So,
I can't neither.
So that's why
I honestly can't think of another reason to add to that. I honestly can't. Other than bringing better people than us here, which is procreating. That's the only way you really make the world a better place. Like, if you think about the people who raise bad kids, they create a bad world. Right? But if we continue to invest in the ones that come after us and do the best we can to raise good children, that's the only way to create a better world. The best world you can create is in your household.
Yep. 100%.
That's heavy.
Man. Listen, brother, I love you, man. You're
I
an
love you too,
amazing
dude.
soul. And have you met Grizzy and Arisha before?
Nah. I spoke with Grizzy on Instagram one time, and it's crazy you mentioned it now, because I was thinking about him the other day. We were messaging, and I felt bad because he DM'd me, right? And I want to say, Beez, how many DMs we get a day. And so I want to say, months later, I said, let me, because I like to personally go through DMs. I like to, people want to meet me or whatever they want to ask, I'm going to do my best to answer it. And so I was going through, and he messaged me, and it's crazy how universe works. I had seen him before on Instagram. I never met him, just seen him on Instagram. I just liked him, liked his family, everything. And then he had messaged me a while ago, and I finally got back to response, and we had a good conversation. But I definitely love everything they do, that entire family.
Yeah, they're amazing, man. We gonna all build together too.
Say less.
I need you to be free, please, on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I might be wrong on that time. It might be 8, but I think it's 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I just got back, so I'm still clearing up a lot of stuff. I'm putting together a meeting for us that I would like to be part of Hive to start things going off. And Grizzy and Arisha will be there. I want you there, brother. I want Van will be there. And some other powerful people that I know that group can push things beyond the limits, man. It could break a lot of ceilings for a lot of people. So definitely, if you could make that time,
I'll be there, Beez. I'll be there. Just so you send me information, I'll clear everything up and I'll be there.
Appreciate you, brother, for sure.
I appreciate you, Beez. Please keep going, Beez. Don't stop. We need you.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. I'm on it, man. I'm more rejuvenated than ever, and I thank you for that, because this conversation really helped me. And I tell everybody to change your conversation, change your compensation. Compensation is just about money. Your compensation is about your energy, your heart, your soul.
Wow.
And
Wow.
I'm in a conversation with Brother Umar that just uplifted my soul to help me to go ahead and keep trucking on to help as many more people as possible. So these are the conversations we need to have. It's not just about, hey, what's the next business play? It's also, how can we heal from certain trauma? How can we help each other to uplift each other? All of these things are important. So let's get it, man. Let's make things happen,
I look forward to seeing you. Peace and love.
Same here, brother.
Peace.
Take it easy, man. Thank you so much, man. Peace and love.
You too, bro. Thank you, brother. Peace.
All right. All right, guys. Listen, I know I normally go for like at least an hour and a half on these calls, but tonight I do have to get off early. I gotta go spend some time with my kids. I've been gone for a few days, and shout out to their mom for taking care of everything and holding it down and being there for them, and being willing to take care of everything while I'm gone. Much love to her. I love her, and I just want to make sure that y'all all know that I'm here for everybody. I'm here for y'all, and I got some really good things coming for everybody. The second half of this year. So let's get it. I hope we were able to say something that could motivate you to continue to pushing on. I don't know if you've ever seen the meme where it's like two people are digging holes and one person just gives up, and they didn't realize that they had just hit the rock like 2 more times, it would have broke through like to a whole diamond mine, whereas the other person just kept going until they broke through, right? So you never know how much more further you have to go. So just stay strong with it. Tevin, what's good, brother? The podcast is going great. We released, I think we're a week behind on how we're releasing. So we're filming the videos, and then my team is putting everything together, editing it and stuff, and then releasing. If y'all check Spotify, 100%, I know Spotify, you can get, you'll see the trailer episode, and I think the next episode after that might be up right now. So definitely check it out. I'll be posting more about it to help make it easier for people to find, but it's the Impact Over Everything podcast with Beez and Van. Y'all search for it, support, and I promise to continue to bring as much information as I can to everybody and hopefully change people's situation. All right, so kill it this week. It's another week of much more opportunity. Make sure that you are setting your goals and executing on them. And I love each and every one of you, and I hope you all love yourselves and love each other so we could build together. Let's get it. Take care, everybody. Good night. I will see you all next Monday, hopefully sooner. Maybe I'll come on live for a surprise session, but y'all take it easy. Drop them bees in the chat, and I'm out.